Hey, happy Monday. Today is Monday. And on Mondays, I do my kind of sit down videos. I'm not sure that every Monday will be a sit down video, but I feel like for the most part, it'll be just me kind of chatting with you about some form of topic. On Thursdays, and I put this in the beginning of my last video, so I'm kind of putting it here so that everyone knows what's going on. I'm posting twice a week, once on Monday, sit down, chill, let's chat video, and then also on Thursday, and my Thursdays are going to be vlogs. The hope is that they will be weekly vlogs, which I've already started filming, but I am behind on putting out the camping vlogs as well as the end of vlog days. So it really just depends what I put there. Right now, they're Throwback Thursday vlogs. So if you're looking and you're like, wait, she's going camping in Virginia in February, but it looks like summertime, like can't be possible. So that's what's happening with that. But I just wanted to update everyone and kind of just let you know exactly what's going on there. And then my last little update before I jump into the video is that I would like it if you would leave a comment. So I'm definitely very engaging in the comment section. I enjoy having that type of interaction and communication with you. I know a lot of people prefer to ask for likes on their video because it like helps the algorithm, which is fine with me because I enjoy seeing everyone's likes. But I would love it if you would leave a comment, whether it's about how your day is, or you're asking me how my day was, or you're telling me that the video helped you, or you had a suggestion. If you have something similar, like in this case, I'm talking about my word for the year. So if you have a word for the year and you would like to share it, then definitely leave it below. All right, so let's just jump right into it. Every year I pick a word for the year. I also participate in this big scrapbooking project called One Little Word. It's through Ali Edwards. I will leave a link below if that's something that you'd be interested in doing. No, this is not a sponsored video. Yes, this is just me sharing with you what I do every year, at least for the last 4 to 5 years. So this year, my word of the year is persistence. And the way the word of the year works is basically you pick a word for the year for something that you want to work on, or something that you want to be inspired by, something that you will work on cultivating every month. In the One Little Word online group, they have teachers, and every month they share a video about the prompts for the month. There is a mid-month project as well, and then there's also a kind of about the beginning of the month Zoom that everyone kind of becomes a part of, and they talk about their word. And it's something that's new within the last, I want to say 2 years, that extra component, the mid-month option, and then also something that's in the beginning of the month. And I love it because it helps to keep me reminded and kind of into the actual project. But anyway, my word is persistence. And I'll show it to you more up close, but I had ordered a few things that have my word for the year on it. And so this is a little bracelet, and it says persistence, which I'm actually really loving. The only thing that I don't love are these little bands here, because I think that it is too small for the actual size of the pottery that made the word. So I'm going to get something that's a little bit larger, but love it. And then here is the bracelet up close. Again, I'm going to change this out, this elastic here, because I think since my word is so long that it would benefit from having something a little different. Even if I put ribbon on it, I'm kind of considering doing that. And the other thing that I ordered was this mug, because you guys know that I absolutely love tea. And so it just says Persistence 2022. And you can use this as like a coaster on the bottom, or just as a cover for your tea, whatever way you want, or coffee. This I actually ordered from a company called Mud Love. And I chose them because they actually do something that helps in the world. So basically, for every order that you have, it helps give clean water to somewhere in the world. Here's an up close and personal view. And so these mugs are custom, by the way, so they take a few weeks to come in, but you're able to get it with whatever word, saying, whatever you want on there practically. And then also in whatever color you like. And I really enjoyed that. I felt like for it being a custom made item that it came in pretty good timing. And this is the little saucer or top if you want to put it on there. I'm also going to share the different products from Ali Edwards later in the video so that you can actually see what the things look like for the actual project. But what I usually do is I write everything kind of in a composition notebook before I start my actual scrapbooking project. And so I am going to just kind of read to you the prompt from January, because you can see it all in here, everything that I wrote. The prompt from January, which is, you know, what my intentions are, why I chose the word, what the definition for the word was, what some of my favorite quotes are for the word, and get into that. And so I'm going to go over in a second these prompts from in my notebook. And so I just wanted to give you an idea on what that looks like. So they have these little cards size of my hand, right? And there's a bunch for the year. And then each month you write in for that particular prompt. I happen to write mine in the notebook first, and then I transfer it to the card. So when I'm saying, oh, this is the definition or the invitation or the quotes I have, or this is what I want to let go, this is the reason why, these are where those things in my notebook would actually be going. So I just wanted to pop that in there before I start talking with you guys. But this is a part of the physical one little word kit. All right, so the actual definition of the word persistence. It says the quality that allows someone to continue doing something or trying to do something even though it is difficult or opposed by other people. And the second one is the state of occurring or existing beyond the usual, expected, or normal time. All right, so persistence 2022. Here is my reason why, what I wrote in the beginning of the year. And my goal is to actually share the scrapbooking project with you. So once I get through the scrapbooking portion of it, to show you what it looks like at the end of the month. The actual physical products didn't come in until this week, even though it is towards the end of February. They were having some shipping projects, shipping problems. So I was not able to sit here and show you my done project from composition book to actual scrapbook project. But anyway, my reason why. It's a big year for me with applications for sonography schools, the AT-ITs exam, phlebotomy school, and trying to learn a whole host of things. The only way I'm going to be able to accomplish everything that I'm working on is by being persistent. There's 24 hours in a day, and I have to actively allocate my time to make sure I'm making progress towards all of my goals. Without persistence this year, I feel like I would fail because I'm up against a busy and difficult task list, but I can't afford to fail, so I must persist. So my reason why is that big things that are happening this year is that I've been working very hard trying to get into sonography school. So making sure I'm finishing all my prerequisites and things like that. If you don't know about sonography school, I will post a card or something around here so that you'll be able to see it. But the bigger thing is that the deadlines are this year in May. For some of the schools, I have to take a state exam called the AT-ITs exam. I am also currently in phlebotomy school, which is going to end at the end of March. And I have an exam that I need to take for that. And so everything is kind of like piling up on each other at the very beginning of this year. And it's a very big time for me. It's very important for me, especially with the whole sonography application things and them getting hundreds of applications but only accepting like 14 to 15 people per school. So I'm trying not to make myself crazy. But I feel like in order to get everything done, like I need to stay persistent because like I said, there's only 24 hours in a day. So in that 24 hours, I need to be able to study my regular schoolwork because I am in school full time. I need to be able to do my full-time job. I need to be able to then leave that, go to phlebotomy school, do all of my phlebotomy lessons, come back, do the homework. And then on top of that, study for both the state exam for phlebotomy and then also the AT-ITs exam for getting into some of the sonography/medical programs that I would like to. So that is my reason why. Some of my favorite quotes that I took the time to write down about persistence was the first one. Persistence means strongly persuading yourself not to quit, but to push through to the end. The next one is the difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of will. Third one, persistence when determination exceeds doubt. Or I should say, persistence is when determination exceeds doubt. Starting easy, persistence is an art. And so starting is easy. Starting is easy, but persistence is an art. Persistence pays off, period. Just like this period, persistence pays off. And it says, nevertheless, she persisted. And then the last one says, if you are persistent, you will make it. If you are consistent, you will keep it. And so at the beginning of the year, the prompts kind of have you do these things. They have you write down the definitions. They have you write down your reason. She always has to make a cameo. They have you write down quotes, write down your reason why. And so the next thing was an invite, like what I am inviting into my life this year based on that word. And so my invite this year, I would like to invite consistency among all things and relationships in my life, grace in the ability to take a break, balance, work hard, play hard, unapologetically, and asking for what I want and believing that I deserve what I'm asking for. I'll also ask, what are you going to let go of this year? And so this year, I like to let go of doubt and procrastination. I want to push through even when I don't feel like it or have the energy. I want to persist. And that is important because when you're up against a lot of deadlines and when you have long study hours and when you're having to leave your house to go to school on top of the school that you're already doing, it's a lot. And sometimes you really don't feel like it. And sometimes I really don't feel like it. So it's very important for me to push through the feelings of, I don't feel like doing this, because I have a goal at the end of all of this. And so that's why I chose persistence. And then two more things. My intentions. Pass the ATIT's exam with flying colors, complete phlebotomy school, finish all 36 hours of a separate thing that I'm working on, complete all of my scrapbooking projects this year, Project Life, one little word, and December daily. Bulk up my savings even more through persistently depositing, be persistent in therapy to help overcome any types of anxiety or issues surrounding this particular time in my life in terms of school, etc., etc. And so the last part is the year ahead and then also note to self. And so this is what the year ahead card looks like. So if you're wondering like what's happening here, I write it in the book and then I kind of transfer it to the places on this card for my particular scrapbook. So it comes with a bunch of 6x8 prompt pages. This is the back of the box I received it in, by the way. A bunch of 6x8 pages with the different prompts on there. And so when I get done, I kind of transfer my words to these pages and put them into the actual scrapbook. And by the way, you should not feel like you need to buy this project in order to be able to have a word for the year and to cultivate the things that you want to. If you want to write it in a bullet journal, if you want to write it in a composition notebook and just keep it in there, then you're totally fine to do that. They also have the digital version if people want to print it out. People do this project differently each year. So just because I'm doing it this way, if you're interested in doing it, don't feel like you have to buy a whole kit and get all the things and so on and so forth. You can get the digital version with all the questions and still have access to the class if you purchase the class. And then write it whatever way you want. So my word is already a part of my life because had I not been persistent in the last year, I would not have been able to get into school. I would not have been able to start in the career fair that I wanted, which was something more in the medical field so that I can make a smooth transition when I do get into sonography. And then 2, more or less. What do you want more of and what do you want less of? So I want more fruits of my labor. I want more peace and joy. I want more persistency in my business. I want less friction. I want less doubt. I want less chaos. And then lastly, it ends with the note to self. And so my note to self is be positive and remain positive. Ask for help if needed. Find joy in the accomplishments from little things. Be persistent in all things. And so that is all of it. Persistence is my word of the year for 2022. If you have a word of the year, please, 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 please leave it down below. Tell me about it. Tell me why you chose it because I'm always interested in hearing more about all of you. And again, at some point in this video, whether after this or if I did it towards the middle, I will share what the actual cards look like so that you're not confused on what's happening here. Anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome week. I will see you with another sit down video next week. I'm actually going to be on vacation next week, but I'm going to sort that out this week. So I will see you next Monday. And if you're into vlogs, you've been watching the camping vlogs or the Vlogadays vlogs, then there will be a vlog this Thursday. I haven't figured out yet if that's going to be another throwback camping vlog or if I'm just going to add in one of the more recent ones, because I have been filming for weekly vlogs that are more up to date, but I kind of feel like I need to get through everything that's out first. So anyway, hope you have a great week and I'll see you next week. Bye. Then there are a few different stickers to put into the book, a few frames for keeping pictures of yourself or things from the month, a few different, these are kind of like a felty kind of sticker that you can add, a few quotes that you can add, feeling a little unsure but doing it anyway, all sorts of things that you can add to make it look really nice. And then lastly, it has a little prompt card, so what your word is. This is the album for One Little Word, and so it just has a whole bunch of page protectors to put your pictures in and to put your different pages and papers and prompts and all sorts of things. And then towards the back, which I'm trying to turn with one hand, it has the different dividers for each month. And so come on. By the way, my hands have a weird reddish look to them, the nails, because I just recently took off red nail polish, and so I'm still working on that. So if it looks strange, that's why it looks strange. Anyway, January, February, March, April, May, you know, June, July, December, all those things. Again, when it's put together, I'll be able to give you a better idea and show you what this looks like when a month is done in it.